Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Patterson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Patterson.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. After run, now throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And wings it incomplete. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Montgomery. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Did the work himself. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. He'll throw it. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air, it's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking for a gap. It's Williamson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And it's incomplete on third down. They'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Makes the catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now
he's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. This time it's complete.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know?
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's the pressure.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The RPO fired complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Touchdown Gamecocks! Special teams proving to be special. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right on the money.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. He can't have that long to throw the football.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mitchell. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possession.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the punishment has been extended. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gonzalez.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and lead the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.